Pokemon's next TCG set, known as Evolving Skies, is coming out soon, with it coming out August 27th. In today's video, I'm telling you guys why I do believe this could be a fantastic set, if not the best set of the year. Yo, what is going on, guys? Alien ESP here, back in the video, and as I just said, and as you guys saw the title and thumbnail of this video, in today's video, we are going over why I do believe Evolving Skies is going to be a fantastic set, and maybe, possibly, the best set of the year. In today's video, I'm talking about everything, the pros of the set, going to go to the cons to make it as balanced as possible and trying to convince you guys why I think this set is going to be so strong. Without further ado, let's get right into it, baby. Yes, guys, we are talking about Evolving Skies. So happy to talk about it, mainly because I love talking in general. But this set looks so cool. I enjoy talking about it, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy opening it. This set does release August 27th and is a combination of the three Japanese sets. These three Japanese sets being none other than Eevee Heroes, Blue Sky Stream, and Skyscraping Perfect. Now, of course, combining all these sets together would make one big set, so we are probably going to see most likely some cards being taken out. Hopefully the big ones aren't taken out. We've seen a few leaks and rumours here, but not the confirmed sets, and I will bring that up whilst talking about the pros and cons. So I do think it's very interesting. Now, is it going to go under the radar? I do think this set could possibly go under the radar. Now, a lot of you guys may be like, Alien ESP, how can a set that is so good, that could possibly be the best set of the year? Have you clickbait this? No, I haven't. I never clickbait. But how could this set be so good and then go under the radar? So with this set releasing on August 27th, just less than a month and a half after its release, we see Pokemon release yet another special set. We got Shining Fates, we're getting treated with another one, woohoo. And this set is like no other. It is Pokemon's 25th anniversary set, known as Celebrations. Now, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are hyped. I know I'm hyped. We've done plenty of videos of Celebrations, talking about from product releases to card announcements, to my prediction on what we can expect to see, on my opinion anyway, in the 25 remake Comrade subset, and more. So excited for it. Should probably make a Celebration playlist, because we've done a fair few videos talking about Celebrations. I can't wait to open it with you guys. So back to what I was saying, it's just less than a month and a half the time difference between these two sets, and I do think we could actually possibly see this may not happen. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. If I did, I would tell you guys, but unfortunately I don't. I think we could see Evolving Skies, similar to Cosmic Eclipse, be eclipsed. Yes, that joke was written and I had to write in advance, like by a new era. Cosmic Eclipse was eclipsed by that new era, being the Sword and Shield era, and it just released after Hidden Fates. And Hidden Fates is so strong, the hype train is still going today, and I probably would bet it's still going when you're watching this video, even if you're years in the future. That set is phenomenal. But I do think we could see Evolving Skies eclipsed by the 25th anniversary set. You know, I know so many people who have said to me, yes, this set is so cool, so many cool cards, which I'll tell you guys about in a bit, some of my favourites, and what I think will be some of the biggest and more expensive, obviously, cards in the set. But they're like, yes, Evolving Skies looks so cool and all, but Celebrations, the 25th anniversary, you know, there's going to be a Charizard base set remake in there. I've got to save most of my money for that set. I may go back to Evolving Skies, who knows, but I'm probably not going to be there for the start. I may open a couple packs from the start, then swap to Celebrations when I can. And I do understand that argument. For me, it's not there. I feel like a lot of the cards we see remade are going to be on that WotC side, because Pokemon do know that's where the main money is. Most people who can afford to spend loads and loads of money are the adults at the end of the day who grew up with WotC. I do get it. I do think we'll see some modern representation. I do think that, because it is the best cards over the whole hobby over the 25 years rather than just WotC. I think that is great, and that's another Celebrations video on its own, why it's so good. But I want to quickly go over what is an Evolving Skies that makes it so good. So as I did say, it's an amalgamation of three Japanese sets. I'm going to look at the first one being Eevee Heroes, and wow, this set is so strong. Don't get me wrong, it's got not a strong card such as the Full Art Gordy, which everyone under the sun seems to pull that card, but you do have the Alt Art Eeveelotions featuring their V's and Vmaxes, which unfortunately not everyone has been lucky enough to pull, including me. So we have a lot of great ones. You know, we see Umbreon without doubt, probably somehow the most popular Eeveelution, but we all know Espeon right there is the best. Umbreon Vmax looking to be very playable and has a fantastic Vmax, both in its, I must say it's fantastic, as much as I hate it, both in its regular Vmax Rainbow and its Alt Art, with that ability being so playable, similar to Boss's Order, similarly to Luxray, Level X, and Lycanroc GX. I do think I'll see some play, and it is the most expensive card in Eevee Heroes currently. But it's not just Umbreon, we see Espeon getting Alt Art V, its Vmax is a promo, the Alt Art We see the Gen 1 Eeveelotions get Alt Art, those probably aren't going to be in the set based off a leak. We don't know, fingers crossed they will be in the set, but I do have my doubts. I've spoken about it on the channel. Glaceon, Leafeon, Sylveon, all again Alt Art, both in their Vs and Vmaxes. That is so cool. I cannot wait to see those cards land their way into English. So excited for that. Next up, that is based off Eevee Heroes. We're looking at the other two sets, Blue Sky Stream and Skyscraping Perfect, the Dragon side as I'm calling it. We have an Alt Art Dragonite V, Dragonite V being the OG, the mailman Dragonite, the one who gives Ash the invitation to Mewtwo's evil lair in that castle. It's so cool. It's got a fantastic Alt Art. I love seeing Dragonite in its cutie side rather than it being all menacing, strong and fighting. It is strong, but it can also be a cute dragon, and that is represented with the artwork of its Alt Art. It's just asleep in the air. Then we have Rayquaza, guys. I've said there's so much on the channel, especially with all the talk with Evolving Skies, and I like to brand Rayquaza as the Gen 3 Charizard. What do I mean by that? So we all obviously know Charizard is the big bad guy. He's Gen 1, obviously. A lot of people call Lugia the Gen 2 Charizard because it won the Neo Genesis First Edition Holo Lugia, selling for so much in grades, especially at PSA 10. And if we're going down this path of, that's the Gen 2 Charizard, that's the Gen 5 Charizard, I would say Rayquaza could classify as this Gen 3 Charizard because one, it's Gold Star, super expensive, super rare in any form, any language, any grade. Obviously, PSA 10 being the best and most expensive. So I do think Rayquaza will be very good, both in its iconic form. It's very iconic Pokemon at the end of the day. It's shiny, it's fantastic. Probably the shiny that's been printed the most in the TCG, that black and gold. Oh, just fantastic, honestly. Not only that, but Rayquaza VMAX is looking to be a powerhouse within the game, and I do think that will wreck the tournament, honestly, so that's a reason for it to be expensive as well. And on to some other cards which aren't as big as headlines as your Rayquaza and your OG Dragonite. Noivern's got a cool Alt Art, I must say, pretend to be Batman in, got Pokemon Gotham City, I suppose, don't really know where it is, but it looks cool nonetheless. That's probably my favourite non-main headliner card from the set. Honestly love that. We also have some nice full art trainers. There's an Aroma Lady, which may be popular because it's the waifu. Personally, I like the copy cat, seeing that person just dressed up as your Rose, your Marnie, your Leon. It's just so cool. I love Copycat. It's been printed a fair few times in the TCG, all of which has been heavily played, so I do think that is interesting. Maybe that'll cause it to be a bit expensive. Who knows, because playable cards do demand that premium because players need it for their deck. We'll see full art Pokemon, but I feel like the full arts are going to be overshadowed by the Alt Arts. We've seen this since the introduction of Alt Arts again in the Sword and Shield era. I'm so happy they brought them back, and I really hope they keep going because they honestly fantastic, but my wallet wants them to stop right now because let me tell you, he's been empty since Battle Styles. Yeah, we also have 3 gold shiny Pokemon. Man, I really do love these gold shiny Pokemon. I may want to pick up one copy, not just all of the ones that are in Evolving Skies, but all the ones made in the Sword and Shield era. We first saw them on the English side back in Rebel Clash with the Galarian Berserk and Frostmoth, and since then we've seen them remaking previous holos, like holos of previous sets in gold shiny forms. And for this one we do have some great ones, I must admit. Inteleon, it's got a great ability, very playable, and it is one of the Galar starters. Cresselia, very playable in the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAXs, and Frostlass. I've seen a bit of play here and there in the water decks, but personally I don't think it'll be as mainstream as I call it as your Cresselia and your Inteleon. We also do have Rainbow VMAXs, the ones that stand out to me being your Rayquaza VMAX with its playability and popularity, and your Gyarados VMAX. Man, I wish Gyarados got an Alt Art, whether that be the Alt Art V or VMAX, but they didn't give it to him. How could they let down another Gen 1 classic like that? Personally, I don't really like the Rainbow Rares. I'll mention it with the Rainbow Rare trainers as well, because like all the colour and detail's been sucked out of them, and this rainbow colour's just been plastered on them. I don't want to say there's no effort, because that is very rude, and there is love and effort obviously put into all the cards, ranging from the commons even to the energies, believe it or not, to the creme de la creme cards. But I feel like all the just the life of it, all the details have been sucked down, that rainbow colour's been pasted on. We also have some rainbow trainers. Rainbow Gordy, anyone like that? Hey, don't see any hands up because no one wants to see any Gordy. He ruined Eevee Heroes for everyone. And then we also had gold items and gold energy cards, which is very cool if you want to bling out your deck a bit. I'm sure that gold metal energy will demand a bit of a premium with Zacian V, Wrecking Havoc, but hey, hopefully when ADP rotates betaization calms down a bit. So all these things makes it just look like a fantastic set. This is just, I think, to be a very strong set, and I do feel like this is what a set should look like. You know, you've got your strong, popular, legendary Pokemon being very quasi. You've got the playability factor to it. Most sets do have that playability factor. Of course, Vivid Voltage really didn't, but that's like the one I can think of, the one main set anyway. Champions Path, just put aside. But just this set has so many fantastic cards. A popular family line being the Eevee Heroes, and I get not every set can have that popular family line, because think about how many lines are there as popular as the Eeveelotions. That probably is the most popular family line, either that or the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line. So that's not really a fair thing to say. Now, obviously, me titling this set as the best set of the year, I do think that could happen. However, keep in mind, we haven't seen all the cards that have been celebrating and all the cards that have been our last set. We do believe the Japanese side of that last set that we expect to see in October, November time, won't put it in December because of Christmas sales, to be made up of that set known as Fusion Art, which has Mew Vmax as the headline. And let me tell you, if they do an Alt Art Mew Vmax, that will sell. Mew's a popular Pokemon, and probably have to jump on that, because Mew is just so cool. I love how Mew's always positive. That's something I like to bring to my channel. I think that would be a cool card. But I think, without doubt, my personal opinion anyway, this is the best Sword and Shield set we've seen so far. I love it personally. I think it is great with so many of the reasons. You know, you got your Eevee Heroes, your popular legendaries, Alt Art still going, playability factor, and more. And celebrations could possibly overshadow it. You know, realistically, day one, yes, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we'll see some inflated prices, because people know this set is great. It'll probably be a bit hard to get on day one. But I must say, you know, just don't pay into those inflated prices. Wait a bit. Apologies for that pause. It's boiling hot in England right now. This cap doesn't help me much, and this room I'm in is black, as you can see, so the heat in it is just mad. But that's all for me in today's video. For the question of the day, we're going to go for, do you think Evolving Skies will be great like I do? I know I do. If this video didn't convince you, I don't know what will. But I've been Alien ESP. You guys have been the best. I mean, the best videos on YouTube. Make sure to answer question of the day, and I'll see you in the next time. Peace.